Hi everyone. Thank you for clicking on this video. My name is Tashina and I am here recording for people that want to jumpstart their day trading or investment account but don't know how. Just a little background. I work 9 to 5 and I am inspired by like financial advising or anything wealth related, uh, podcasts and YouTubers. Like I follow Earn Your Leisure with Troy Millings and Rashad Bilal. Also followed by Ian Dunlap. Um, I also purchase courses under Tay Sweat and many other people that I follow. Chris Sand, Black Wall Wall Street Trapper, and people in that general industry. And I have learned nothing. I mean, don't get me wrong. Shout out to Ian. I have placed my money into some investments where I bought and hold, and it has made me profit, and I'm still going to hold. But I want to learn how to build wealth on a day to day aspect. And after about 2 years, I haven't gone nowhere. So I took it upon myself to teach myself. And this is what my channel is going to be about. It's for those that don't want to spend the $10,000 on a mentor or a course, or $500 or whoever, 1,500, however much these trading gurus want to price themselves at to help guide you or to sell you a guide. Yeah, so I officially made $212 paper trading. I officially, after 2 years, I have officially jumped into the paper trade market. And I was only in the market for about 3 hours. I recorded everything, and I'm going to go step by step on what I did. For those of you that were scared, or if you like me, I was even scared to paper trade because I didn't even know. I couldn't find anything to help me press what button, like what do I do, how much should I put this, and I've made mistakes just from this first trade that I've made. So I'm making YouTube videos to take accountability and to progress in life. And I know I'm not the only person out here that wants to learn this. So hopefully, if you're a baby like me, we can learn and grow together. So I'm gonna get started. I don't have the premium trading view accounts, so unfortunately I can't do like the replays, but I'm going to share my screen and just show you what I've done. And I'm also going to just read off my trading journal on what I did and the times that I did. So I'm using TradingView and Think or Swim, which is Charles Schwab partner. I don't know if they're like partnership, but I know they're in collaboration with each other. So let me share my screen. I think I like over the shoulder versus, or maybe as background. I hope I won't be in the way. And hopefully the screen is big enough for you guys. So hold on, let me pause. Hey, can I call you back in like 30 minutes? I'm recording a YouTube. Yeah, I'm recording a YouTube video. Can I call you back in like 30 minutes? Okay. Okay, sorry about that. I got a call. And this is my first time recording, so I'm not an edit guru, so you're going to get the raw deal from me. Okay, so I want to put that down. I really hope you guys can see this, and I hope I'm not in the way. I wish I could see what the screen looks like. So, okay, I see myself. I might be in the way right here. For now, I'll leave it like that, and I will just go big real quick. Okay, so hopefully I'm not in the way as you guys can see, or let me just move. Okay, this might be better so you guys can get the full layout. So, on Friday, September 19th, 2025, I had entered into a SPY trade. SPY is SPF, SPF, S&P 500 ETF. So the first thing you want to do is obviously log into TradingView or your platform of your choice, and also followed by Thinkorswim or, like I said, a account of your choice. Go back here. Okay, so here's my Thinkorswim. Together. Here's Thinkorswim. So when you log into Thinkorswim, you're going to have live trading. I'm not going to click on it because my account numbers will show. And paper trading. You're going to want to make sure that you get into the paper trading. Live trading is blue. You do not want to do anything with live trading because that is your actual money, actual dollars, okay? Paper trading is yellow. So always, 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 always make sure you're in the yellow. So what you're going to notice on your left-hand side right here, where my mouse is circling, my numbers in order was $200,000 for the account value, $200,000 for the option buying power. The stock buying power was $300,000, and Forex stayed at $10,000. If I was to put reset right here, it would reset to the numbers that I just said. But because I made that trade on Friday and made $212 profit, this is the account balance that I have. Okay, so what I did was I went to TradingView, and like I said, I was interested in SPY, and to do that, you just go to your left-hand bar, the search bar, and you type in SPY, which I did, and all of these comes up. I just press the first one, and you go here. So the way I trade under the 5-minute mark, and I was ready to enter a trade at 9:40. The market opens at 9:30 Eastern Standard Time and closes at 4 p.m. So if I go back to, you can see below right here where I'm kind of circling, you see Friday 19th, 2025. This was the 9:30, the opening candlestick. Remember, red means that it closed below versus green, the closing cost is the upper line. And then remember, the wicks is just how low it went and how high it went. So I entered at 9:40. So I entered here. And the indicators I use, I'm learning from ICT, because I don't want to learn all these indicators and all the doji wicks and bearish engulfing candle. It's just too much. I want to keep things simple. So if you guys look up ICT 2022, mentorship. His name is Michael. I have yet to complete that series, but this is how I'm going to trade because I do think his charts are clean and bearable to study. So the indicators that I have is VWAP right up here. VWAP is my blue line. And that's just basically like the median trend, right? And then these green lines up here is basically your support. Your support is going to be your lower half and resistance. Okay. So, and please note, disclaimer, I am not giving financial advice. I am not an expert. I am a student. This is my first time trading. Please do not follow my lead and expect big wins. Okay. I'm a student here. This is like college. Okay. I am not a professor. This is not my profession. I'm just doing the best I can to make a great living for my future. Okay, so back to it. So I decided I wanted to enter the trade here, which when I put the cursor there, if you go to the right-hand side, you can see I entered at $661.63. So to do that, I went to Thinkorswim. Then I'm already on it, but I'm going to type it in again. I go to SPY, and I want to buy. So then this is where I messed up at, and I still don't know what I did wrong. I ended up buying 2 contracts. So a contract is 100 shares. So I'm right here thinking that I bought 100 shares. But for some reason, I got notified that I bought 200 shares. Don't know how or what I did wrong. I'm going to play with it. Tomorrow is Monday, so I'm going to record again and see why I accidentally bought 200 shares. But nevertheless, yeah, so when you hit buy, you go here, you type in how much you want to buy. You don't have to buy 100 shares or 1 contract. You could buy less. I think for SPY, you actually do have to buy the full price. Don't quote me on it. Don't quote me. But nevertheless, I still bought 100 shares. This price was at the $661.31, and I left it at limit day. You hit review, make sure that you're on paper money, and send. I'm not going to send it. But when you're buying a contract, remember that you have to times it by 100. Okay? So just because, so with the price, right? Get your calculator. I bought it at $661.30 times 100. So I'm purchasing $66,130 worth. Okay, so you can see here the price. Let me see if I could change it so you guys can get the real deal of what I did. 6131. 6131. Review. Okay, that would be that. See, that's how I messed up. Result buying power for stock. For some reason, I have to play with this because I'm recording right now. I'm not going to do it now. But that's why I said this YouTube account is for learning and progression. I have to understand because I'm being self-taught. Yeah, but anyways, when I did accidentally buy 200 shares, it so happened to have cost that much where I highlighted. I was really confused, but nevertheless, because this is a paper account and we had $200,000 in it, I had enough to buy those shares. So once you send, you're in the market now, right? So I was, like I said, I was just playing around, not playing around, but I was just curious to see how I could make profit. So also in your journal, make sure you write down the time that you entered, the cost that you entered, and then your emotions. So when I was like, oh, I'm about to do my first trade, I was excited but nervous, like, okay, what's bound to happen? All right. So I was watching the market. I was like, okay, so we hit above, we're back up above support line. I was like, okay, boom. So above resistance, got to the middle part, which is fine, right? Then right about here, I was like, okay, we're below support again. I was getting a little nervous, but I'm like, no, like, I'm on the 5-minute chart anyhow. I'm confident that it'll go back up. That was my emotions. I have no idea what's going on. I know like this is like an upside down hammer and all that. I didn't want to put all of that in my mind. So I'm like, you know what? As soon as it gets back up above the resistance line, I'm going to trade out. Just because this was my first step, I wanted to experience it. So at 12:45, right here. Oh, before I get there, also with ICT, I incorporated fair value gap, FVG, fair value gap. I'm not the best of explaining of what it means, but usually you'll find 3 consecutive candles and you'll find that fair value gap. That I know that was not the appropriate way to explain. So, okay, let me see if I can find one. Okay, this will be a fair value gap. So you see here, the top of this wick, first I made sure like 1, 2, 3, 3 greens, right? Boom. So that's step 1. So here, the top of this wick and the bottom of this wick, you have this gap right here. That's a fair value gap because according to Michael on ICT, price is going to want to fulfill this. This is imbalanced. And this is when you draw your lines, but I have yet to experience that. But not this day, but later on, it's assumed that price will drop down to fill that gap. Just a side note. That's how I also wanted to, I knew that I wanted to exit right here because I'm like, I seen that and I said, oh, price is definitely going to drop right here. So while we up top, I want to go ahead and take profit. So I exited right here. And because it's a red candle, I'm going to look at the bottom of the price. And I got out, this is not accurate. 12:45. Because I have in my journal 662.39. 12:45, yeah. 39. I don't know where I did wrong. Maybe, when I went to Thinkorswim and when you hit sell, it sells. I had changed it. So when you sell it, you want to sell it at market price so you can get that immediately. So when I hit that sell button, the price in between the 5-minute interval was at $662.39. So I don't have anything to sell right now. I'll show that on Monday when I record, which is tomorrow. But when you hit sell, you're going to do the same thing. So I had put sell 200 because I don't know how, but I put sell 200. And at the current price, that's when it was at $662.39. And I wanted to put market so I could go ahead and get that immediate profit. Okay. And as soon as I seen that, my numbers went up $212. And I was very happy. I was very happy. So because of that $1.08 increase, that's how I made the $212. Because we bought it from 661.31 and I sold it for 662.39. So that $1.08 increase is what made me 1,200. And why I keep saying 1,200? Manifesting it. I will make 1,200 next time. Real cash. The $212 profit. So I was curious. Like I said, this is my first time. I didn't know what to expect, like for full day traders, because this was an intraday that I've done because I only was in the market for a couple of hours. So I looked, I was like, so if I would have held on until 4 o'clock, it closed red. However, it closed at $663. So if I would have waited, I would have made about $100 more. But I'm not shameful. I'm actually happy that I took the first step, and I'm very thankful and blessed. So going back to my journal, I can actually stop sharing the screen and see you guys now. Stop share. Okay. So going back to my journal, I wrote down my emotions after I exited, and I know you can't see, camera quality is not the best. I'm recording on Zoom. But just my emotions after closing at 4, I was like, oh, like I missed out, but I'm still proud of myself. So just a little reflection. The market opens at 9:30, and I got on the computer early. I got in early at that 9:40 mark, and I took profit with green without overthinking. Like I said, I used the fair value gap that ICT method showcases. I do like the VWAP because it shows you like the median and my support and resistance line. So it was no overthinking. I did leave money on the table by not holding till 4. And oh, another thing I have to learn, I didn't use a stop loss. I didn't know how to plug that in when I buy stocks, because if, stop loss helps you from not losing so much money. Tomorrow I need to work on how a stop loss looks. So I'm not 100% sure if the market goes below my stop loss, am I out? And do I keep my money that I put in, or do I lose that little money? I don't know. But from watching YouTubers and other courses, like there's somebody that I'm not going to mention specifically, but he said that you don't need stop losses, but I feel like as a beginner, I would want to. So I'm going to play with it so I can know how it is, because I can't lose anything on paper money. So I might as well learn. And if I don't like stop loss, then it's my decision to use it or not. So I want to play with stop loss. And I also wrote a lesson of the day. It's better to take profit and leave money on the table than to lose on greed. So that's just me speaking on like, oh, if I held till 4 p.m., I would have had more money. But I wanted to play it safe for the first time. And I had wrote everything down into AI. And I was like, can you give me my overall grade? And they gave me a B+. for my first trade. So, mind you, that was a winning trade. I know there's going to be losses. I know that's going to be overwhelming. I understand like other trading gurus, they said, I think this says 90% psychology and 10% skill for trading. I understand, and overstand that. I know I'm going to have some days I might cry. I know I'm going to have some days I might give up. I'm prepared for it. It's going to hit me when it hits me, but to know that I've done the research and it's expected, I am thrilled to just continue this journey. So I'm not trying to be long-winded. I know I talk a lot and emphasize a lot, but I just want to start a community of people, like-minded people. Like, you know, we're researching these YouTubers. They say, "Oh, I made $21,000 in a day." It's like, yeah, because you're putting a lot in. What about the people like me that has like that much? Right. For now, you know. Yeah, just go for it. Like, I know this is paper money, but I am very blessed that I had I encouraged myself up, and I did it. I did it on, I don't want to say on my own, but I literally was afraid because I didn't know what buttons to press. That literally stopped me for 2 years. I've been researching. No one was saying, "Oh, go here, go here, go here, go here." I am a kinetic learner, so I need hands-on seeing. And a lot of YouTubers, like, yeah, they could tell what stock to put in, how much to put in, um, or like follow my trade. But no, I want to do it. I want to do it. So if you're like me, just continue on. I'm doing these videos for accountability and just for people who want to do this. I know I keep repeating myself, but this is my passion. I love teaching, I love educating, and where we're at today, we have to be financially great. So this is a start for all of us. And I can't wait to see what happens and how this community gets built. And yeah, you guys have a blessed day. Good luck to you, good grace to you on your trading journey, on your educational path. Take it day by day. Slow progress is still progress, and it's better than no progress. See you guys later. I'm trying to figure out what to do.